Hey guys, Ultrasteel here. We're concluding The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So, we've finally done it, guys. We defeated all the divine beasts. We got all the, well, not all the memories yet, but we've done a lot of side quests. All of them except for one. And that would be, no, that's shrine quest. A gift for the monks. You conquered all the shrine trials. The monks have prepared a gift for just such an occasion. Head to the Forgotten Temple where the oldest statue of the goddess stands to see what they have left for you there. Okay, so we're going to open these chests, and what we're going to do in this episode is, wrap things up. I'll explain after I open these chests, but anyways, remember that feeling that I was mentioning? An empty feeling? Well, I'm going to be discussing it in this episode, and what's in these chests have to do with what I was talking about. So what's a Zelda game without these three objects? Tunic of the Wild. The armor was apparently crafted for a hero who travels the wilds. Strangely enough, it's just your size. Yep. This is his green tunic. This is like his signature armor. So these are the trousers of the wild. Legends say these pants were tailored for a hero who travels the wilderness. Strangely enough, they're the most comfortable pair of pants you've ever worn. And what else? So yeah, what's a Zelda game without the traditional, costume, right? And this is the cap of the wild to top it off. According to legend, this cap was crafted for a hero who travels the wildlands. Wearing it just feels so right. You know what? We're going to put that on right now. Bam. Blast from the past. And with that, we completed all the side quests. Okay. So what I'm going to do in this episode, the final episode, now that we got all 120 shrines, another thing that we did was we got all 900 Korok seeds, and we're going to get the reward for that right now. So we're going to go to Great Hyrule Forest. So amazing. I also got to upgrade this armor soon. There's something else I have to show you guys. Watch. So I'm not just going to skip this as usual, because I want you guys to see what I've done on the loading screen. So there it is. That's how much I've done. All the shrines, all the Korok seeds, maxed out my stamina gauges. I got all my hearts, well, because I could extend it with one of the health extender items, but nonetheless. It looks so cool. It just feels right, this is what I've been missing the whole adventure. It was that feeling, without that green tunic, it just didn't quite feel 100% like a Zelda game. But nonetheless, we got all the Korok seeds. Let's speak to Hestu, see what he has in mind. Yeah, they all returned to the forest indeed. Oh yeah. No, not really. It was just me. Yeah. So you maxed out all your stashes, so he'll give me this. Let's see what it is. What the... Hestu's gift. A gift of friendship given to you by Hestu. It smells pretty bad. I thought people were joking when they were talking about the gift for getting all 900 Korok seeds, but I'm just... Oh my god. Really? No! I don't like it! And now I don't like you! Oh. So what happens is, once you get that, you can actually just talk to him, and... It doesn't matter which one of these three you pick, but if you pick one, he'll do a dance. His, traditional dance. So I guess that's the real reward. I could think of a million other things that could have been better than that. For example, Why not an unbreakable sword or unbreakable weapon of some sort, or unbreakable shield? That would have been pretty cool. Or maybe Hestu can help us fight Calamity again, and you know that'd be kind of funny, but it'd be an award, nice award. But I digress. So let's go ahead and upgrade that tunic. So we're going to go to anywhere really. Yeah, we'll go right here. Right here. Yeah. So. Seriously, we got crap. I'm not happy. I am not happy. Alright, yeah, so with this tunic, it's actually a little bit different than the other green tunics you would get from the amiibo for this game. Like, you can actually get different kinds of tunics and stuff. But this one's a little bit different. Like, this one has, like, the most defense. The defense for this armor is, like, the same as the knight's armor over here, so it can go to, like, 28. So I think it's still pretty good. It has a nice... its set bonus is okay. I think it could have been a little bit better, but, you know. So I'll explain more things that we're going to do while I have this upgraded. I also want you guys to see, like, what you need to upgrade each part. So let's get... Something I did off screen was I started grinding materials from the dragons. So for example, you're gonna need like each dragon part, like 2 of each dragon part. You know, the scale, the horn, the fang, and the claw. And this is for each dragon, so it's like it's like a lot of materials, you know. So I grinded off screen before I did the last episode. So that way you guys would have to, you know, have me collect all of those on screen. That would get kind of tiresome, you know? Just so happy. We finally did it. We got the green tunic. His famous costume. Now he actually feels like Link. Alright, so you're gonna need a Courser Bee Honey for the second stage. You're gonna need the claws of each dragon for, you know, the second stage of upgrading these parts. So yeah, you only need like 2 of each dragon part for each dragon. So at first I thought it was like 3, but no, I went for 3 just in case. But yeah, you just need 2. Yeah. So it's not that bad. So yeah, there's something else I gotta do. This time we need the Fang, and I think that was energetic Rhino Beetle. I kind of missed it. Hold on. Yeah, you need a Rhino Beetle, and this time you need the Fangs of the dragons. Okay. So yeah, the only way you can get this green tunic is if you collect all the spirit orbs and do all the shrines. It's almost done. So the final stage is where things get really savage. So you're gonna need horns of the dragons this time, and you're gonna need a star fragment for each armor part. So this is where things get pretty hectic. You might want to, for the star fragments, you want to go to Dueling Peaks and just cap out at night and hope that you know, you can see a shooting star come down and you can get your fragment. For the energetic Rhino Beetles, where I went was like where I found mine. I went to what's that? I think it's Wonderland Village. It's that one. It's that aquatic village that's in the south. But basically, you can get a bunch of energetic rhino beetles that are just roaming about in the trees. They're just kind of there. Use your Sheikah sensor. Take a picture of them. That's the first thing you should do. And with that, this should be the final thing. So yeah, while I'm doing all this, like at the end, or not the end, but at some point I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit about myself and a little description of what I've had on my chest. And I also want to thank you guys, for how far we've come and for you guys watching. So I'll get into that later. But nonetheless, so let me show you guys the set bonus. Set bonus is a Master Sword beam up. From what I know, it's supposed to double, might triple. I think it's like I think it triples the attack power of the Master Sword beam, so that's something. I want to save my energy though, for the big moment. So anyways, the next thing that we're gonna do is go to Hateno Ancient Tech Lab, because there's actually some remaining pictures that you can get from beating the game. So, spoilers. Alright. So one of these pictures is actually the final boss, so I recommend you skip ahead a little bit. Try to, or better yet, just close your eyes and I'll tell you when I'm done getting the pictures. Oh, and there's an extra weapon picture I didn't get. Wonder where it is. But I'll tell you when to close your eyes. Hold on. Yeah, close your eyes. Keep them closed. Unless you want to see and you want to spoil yourself, then by all means. So, yeah. You can also just take a picture of, these enemies, or these final bosses off screen. Not off screen, but, like when you're fighting them. But I want to do it now, So, when we get all the pictures of everything, we get this classified envelope. Inside the envelope is a picture of a beautiful young woman of the Sheikah tribe. The woman in that picture, you don't suppose it's... I think it's supposed to be... What's her name? Pura. It's probably her. I'm so mad about this. I'm still mad about this. But nonetheless, check it out. We're doing good. Let's see, what else should we do? I think we're gonna go ahead and get that final memory now. So let's go up Dueling Peaks. Stable. Alright. So once I get the final memory, what I'm gonna do is actually ride off to fight Calamity Ganon finally. And something I haven't shown you guys yet is... Hold on. Using my ancient bow, and look at how many of these kinds of arrows I have. 100. So yeah, I'm gonna go all out. And speaking of going all out, I'm gonna pick some of these. Just in case something happens, And I'll pick one more. And then what else? So let's go ahead and power ourselves up. Bam. So max health and max stamina. Standard stamina too. I think we also have an attack power booster that we can use. Let me see. Might have used it. No, I still have it. Okay, great. I'll probably have to cook one more though, just in case. So let's go ahead and I'll use Ferrosh's horn, just because it's more easier to cook, rather, you know. Okay, let me see. Okay, so now we got that out of the way. I'm gonna get a horse. But the horse I'm gonna get is going to be Hyria. Thank you, Chess. You've really helped me. We've done so much together. But you deserve some rest. So here she is, Hyria. So she's supposed to be like a descendant of Zelda's horse. So that's interesting. Anyways, the final memory, as you can tell by a picture over here. Is it that one? Hold on. I don't think Impa showed us that one yet, did she? Let me see. There's supposed to be a final picture around here. Right. Well, I remember what it looked like. It may have shown up in one of the previous parts, probably part 68 of this Let's Play. But anyways, it should be over here. If not, I'll just go talk to Impa and trigger the cutscene. But I'm pretty sure I did, so. There's probably a guardian around here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Alright. So here we go, guys. The final memory. Alright.
Save yourself. Go. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Run. Was that the power? Huh? No! Link, get up! You're going to be just fine. Sword. So he can still be saved?
Princess!
Huh?
Princess, are you alright?
Take Link to the Shrine of Resurrection. If you don't get him there immediately, we are going to lose him forever. Is that clear? So make haste and go. His life is now in your hands. Link. You have recovered all of your memories of us from 100 years ago. I am here, inside Hyrule Castle. It is now time for you to defeat Ganon.
That's awesome. Alright, so we got all our memories. Where's... Oh, here she is. Alright, let's go. Okay, that was weird. So anyways, it was weird because the enemy hit my horse and nothing happened. So yeah, I want to talk about the tunic really quick while I go ahead to Calamity Ganon. I'm gonna go there on horse, just so that way I have time to talk. And I think I'll be more epic this way. So anyways, something about the tunic, or like, you know, this costume for Link. I think it fits him pretty well in this game, because the shorts, they're supposed to like symbolize his adventures, like climbing. I think that's pretty. I think it fits him pretty good. Some people felt it was kind of weird looking for him, but I beg to differ. I think it looks okay. I think it fits him. Could fight some of these enemies right now, but I'm gonna save my Master Sword's power for, you know, Hyrule Castle and the final boss. So yeah, guys, let's do a quick recap of everything that I've done. I want to show you really quick one. So we've done all the main quests, well, except this one. We're gonna take care of it right now. We've done all the shrines. And we've done all 76 side quests, not including the DLC side quests. Those don't count. There's 76 main in-game quests. Yeah. What else? So I've got pretty much all the armors, so including the DLC armor. All the masks. Darkwing armor, the switch shirt, Guardian armor. Alright. So, just have a look-see. I've had to like look all throughout Hyrule just to get all this stuff, you know? It's amazing that we've come this far. So yeah, like I said, the base power for the green tunic is like 84. It's amazing. What else? So here's all the materials that I've collected. So many moments of trying to struggle collecting these things. Oh man, I got almost all the dragon parts. Had to spend, you know, Farash's horn to get that attack booster, but it's okay. I have 11 fairies. Holy smack, I don't think we're gonna die anytime soon. And a lot of money right here. Like this whole page, you just gave me a lot of money. Let's see. Moving on. A lot of Guardian stuff, a lot of wood. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. And here are my meals. I'm going to use this later. And, let's see. All the Divine Beasts, all the medals for defeating every kind of boss. All the Korok Seeds, paraglider, all the horse gear. Got the travel medallion. That's DLC though. This doesn't count. But nonetheless, Hestu's gift. Oh yeah. And classified envelope. This is just so ridiculous to me. Well, mainly the Hestu's gift, but I would like to see this, but cannot. So yeah, guys, this is it. Big moment. On our way to fight Ganon. Sorry, Mr. Goat. So I think it's time I discuss a little bit about myself. I should probably get away from that Octorok first. There we go. So yeah, that feeling of emptiness, I feel like it's finally been filled, you know, with me getting the green tunic, all the Korok seeds and everything. It's mainly the green tunic though, you know, that was the thing for me. Just symbolized, you know, Link, you know? And so, I'm actually going to tie some of the game into a little bit about me and you know, what's been going on with me, actually. So here it goes. This is about me. So, as you see, I've done the Let's Plays, and you know, I've done this game, or I'm going to complete this, and I've done a few Zelda games, I've done Mario Maker. You know, where I'm going with this is, you know, I was really into video games, you know, a few months ago. I love them, and the reason why was because they meant so much to me. Not only because they were fun, but they also helped me escape the bad sides of reality, you know, the real world. And like a lot of people that were around me growing up, like there were some good people. Obviously, you're always gonna find those, thankfully. But you know, there was like bullies or just people that wanted you to act like them, just to fulfill this societal construct of, oh, you want to be accepted? Well, you have to be like this person. You have to like these kinds of interests. You have to drink beer. You have to do these kinds of things with us, you know, just to be part of the group or something. But for me, I was never really into that. Oh, all right, yeah, I'm still going the right way. All right. So yeah, you guys can just skip this if you want me to go to the final battle. But anyways, as I was saying, get back on the road there. All right, cool. So yeah, I always felt like I was the weird one because of, you know, me not wanting to abide by a lot of social norms. And, you know, I just never felt comfortable. Like, I don't like being fake. I just wanted to be myself. Like, there's no point in living if you're gonna live a lie, you know? So, another thing that made this worse for me was I actually found out later in my life that I have ADHD, which is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Basically means that it's hard for you to like pay attention more than most people. You know, like you try to do one thing and focus on it, like for example studying or trying to like focus on something at hand. But the problem is that your mind gets clouded by other things, and it's like if you're trying to focus on you know, on a lecture that your teacher's doing. You're trying to absorb the information they're telling you, but unfortunately, there's like a movie playing in your head, and that movie just keeps playing. This is just one example of ADHD. There's like a bunch of others, and unfortunately, like that movie just creates a wall, and that other information that your teacher's trying to tell you just doesn't get in, and that could be a problem. I have to rotate here. So yeah, ADHD kind of made me more weird for some people, and yeah, I wasn't able to really fit in with a lot of people. Over the years, though, I've noticed that video games haven't been distracting my mind as much as they used to, unfortunately. Like, I played them, but they wouldn't, I wouldn't get my thoughts off of the bad things in life as much anymore. And it's not because I played the same games, it was just in general, like, just any kind of game. Like I even tried with new games to play, but, you know, even big games, and it still didn't work. I still like games, I'm not trying to, like, play them down or anything. If you like video games, that's great, but at some point, I just noticed that they weren't as immersive to me anymore. You know, Zelda's still great, and, you know, if you like video games, great, but it just doesn't work for me anymore, unfortunately. Now, something that does work for me now, and I've been doing this my whole life, is animations. You know, animating, creating cartoons. And yeah, when I do animations, it actually does help. So that's nice. Gonna speed up here. I don't want that guardian following me. So when I animate, I just have more control of, like, what I want to do, like, to divert my mind away from people and, you know, the bad sides of the world. Oh boy. Hold on, give me a sec. He's another bad side of the world. Look at him. I think that should do now. Well, that didn't work. What the heck? I wonder why that didn't work. Hold on. There we go. That was strange. Usually it goes down one shot if you hit it in the eye. Oh boy. Just a bunch of these now, aren't there? Okay, let me just get out of here. These guys are bugging me. Alright, there we go. So continuing what I was saying. So because of that, I've been focusing on my animations, and I started realizing that when I was playing video games also, that it really, like, I felt like I wasn't accomplishing anything in my life. Like, it just felt like more of a distraction than an actual immersion and, you know, comfortable thing. And I felt like all this time that I put towards, you know, video games could have been put into, like, my animations and my careers, you know, my life. But essentially, like, it had, like, video games have helped me in some ways. Like, they help me like, see things from a point of view to where, okay, you gotta do this and defeat that, you know, that kind of stuff. And you know, it's helped me in that sense. It's also made me more stubborn at tackling things. Like, I'm not gonna give up. If I fail at something, I'm gonna come back and take it down. For example, these guardians, or maybe failing at a test or something. You know, I'm not gonna give up. But I digress. Anyways, things are gonna get a little bit more tricky here, so I'm gonna have to stop talking for a bit. Take this guy down. So glad I brought these arrows. Well, I should probably just get stuff, just in case. Oh wait, he doesn't drop anything if you use. Oh wait, he does. Never mind. Alright, if you want to fight, we'll fight. How dare you hit my horse. Good, knocked him down. Oh, you punk. Come here. Where are you? You got a bomb arrow just for that. Anyways. Darn it. I'll continue more about me in a sec. Hold on. Let me get on the right path here. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna go on foot from here on out. Or maybe not. It's more cooler with the horse, you know. Alright, just have to find a way to get in there and we'll be fine. Alright. Oh, there's a chest that never opened. Okay. So going back to myself, I noticed that when I stopped like playing games and focusing on like my school and stuff, I've been able to do better at, you know, my college. Because I have an English class. My major is animation, which is pretty obvious, but anyways. So there were some benefits from me stopping to play video games almost, because obviously I'm playing this, so I'm not technically done playing video games. Now this isn't to say that I'm gonna quit like entirely forever. It's just that I'm gonna focus my time mostly into other things, you know. It's just I wish there was more time in life, you know, but I just realized that, you know, not everything is forever, and if I don't get my stuff together and just spend time playing games, then, you know, I'm not gonna get anywhere, and I'm wasting time. Like I hate to say those words with video games because I do like video games, but it's the truth, you know. At least for me. Maybe your situation's a little bit different and you know, you have more time, but you know. So the next thing, like because I'm an animator, I've actually done some animations on YouTube before. I have this old channel. I'll link it in the description. But it's called Dark Hyrule 333. Some of you guys, like very few of you guys, may know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that channel, I did animations on there. What else? On that channel, like I had a passion for animations. Like this was back like in 2008 to 2010. Those years I was like really into animation. And if you guys want to see like more content from me, well, keep an eye on that channel. That's where I'm gonna be posting most of my future stuff. As for Let's Playing, I might do a few more Let's Playing related stuff on this channel after this. But yeah, here we go, guys. So what I'm gonna do is probably just fight some enemies while I talk about the rest of what I want to say. Darn it. That's close. Oh man, he's not going down, is he? So yeah, with the Master Sword at hand and the Ancient Arrows, we're not going to go down anytime soon. Especially with the help of the Divine Beasts. So you can actually get your horse in here, and you can actually take it to the final boss, but you need to like glitch the game a little bit. It's a little hard to explain, but there's like a little trick you can do. It's pretty annoying, but so I'm not going to do it. But yeah, when I was animating, I noticed that my and my happiness was like more more apparent. Like I felt like that sense of diverting myself away from the world and like video games. You know, like video games did help me a long time ago, but now they don't anymore. It's mostly because like your creative intellect, it creates this basically creates like some of your thoughts, like your problems, especially like if something's like really bothering you. You need to find a way to use that thought process that's making these negative thoughts and use it for, you know, creating good things like drawings or music or writing. And so maybe that's why video games didn't work for me. That was weird. Oh man. Ouch. Alright. So you can play that game. There we go. Come on. This is all the food from all the animals that we've hunted, so I'll be using that to my advantage. And you might be thinking that, like, with all my problems that I've been mentioning, you know, why my friends haven't, or my friends or family haven't, or why I haven't went to them, rather. You know, because my friends and family do help me out, and I really do appreciate when they do. I love them. You know, there's just some times in life where they're not always there, unfortunately. Like, you know, they have things to do, and, you know, we all have things to do. But yeah, that brings us to my next point. I don't know if it's just me, but like this generation, I don't really like to initiate conversation. The reason why like that's so important to me, by the way, is because like I feel like by them not like messaging you first or talking to you first, it's like they don't really care about you. Like I don't even want to say that. It's like kind of weird. It's like if they don't say hi to you, and you're always the one to, if you're always the one to say hi, or you know, just message first. It just doesn't feel like you're important to them. Like I don't even want to say that, but that's just how I've felt for a few months. And it's been driving me a little sad. Sorry, this is getting negative. It's just I've been needing to express this for a while. Guess I could use Rivali's Scale to go over this. Right. Take this. You want some too? Oh. Yeah, see, with these arrows, we're unstoppable. Let's see. So before we go in this room, we want to watch out for these things up here. Turn it. You also want to watch out for the Lionel, most important of all. So yeah, going back to like the whole initiation of conversation, like at first I didn't mind it. Like, believe you me, like, you may think that it's probably nothing important, but to me it is, because if it's like 95% of the time, you know, it's 95% of your friends, especially. You start feeling like how I've described. I hate to come to that, but I just can't have control over my feelings, you know. But it's, darn it. Yeah, it just feels like most people are like that nowadays. Like, they don't initiate conversation, and it just makes me feel like more lonely. And because of that, like, that's actually why I've started to like not talk to many people anymore, especially the ones that don't initiate conversation with me. I just feel like I'm not important to them. Like, some of them, I don't know. What else? So, I'm actually gonna fight some monsters down here, just to get some treasure, and because, you know, I don't want to beat the game like in less than an hour. That'd be kind of boring. So I'll fight some monsters. Test the power of the Master Sword. So yeah, another thing is of like why I feel like people don't really initiate conversation with me is maybe because they don't like my company sometimes. Because one time I did talk a lot about something, like maybe video games, but even stuff that they like. Like, I feel like they even told me that, hey, you're talking to me too much, or hey, you call me every day. Or, like, one guy literally even told me to shut up. You know, I realize like I have talked a lot, and actually another reason why I don't talk as much anymore to people. But anyways, moving on. I feel like that's most people in the world, and it's like, it's a darn shame. Darn it. That guy got burned. Now I get it, you know, people are busy and, you know, got things to do. You know, I do too, you know. I think everybody's like that, and, you know, it's fine. But sometimes, like, I really feel like they don't care, especially when they have all this time to like share stuff on Facebook and whatnot. But they don't even say hi. Like, come on. Like, you're able to share and like this stuff all the time when you are free. You don't spend that time to, you know, say hi to your friends. Like, I don't know. I really hope that you guys don't have this kind of situation, or maybe you don't see it this way. Which, more power to you. It's just, everyone's different, and you could argue maybe I do take things personally sometimes. I don't mean to, but again, I don't have control over my feelings. Let's see what other monsters are in here. So I'm just gonna roam around Hyrule Castle a little bit because I still want to talk about, you know, what they're discussing. Because this actually does play into the game a little bit. Like, I have some connections to draw my experience in the game. So a lot of weapons are here if you guys want to grind. By the way, it's in a I can't like tell you the exact location, but if we just roll the map a little bit there, you can see for yourself. There's a lot of weapons you can get right here. But as you can see, we are completely full, so it's fine. I'll get that Royal Guard's shield. Alright. So yeah, I would just appreciate a few more of my friends would like initiate conversation with me. Just that way, like I know that they still kind of care. Like, I'm not saying that they don't. Again, it just feels that way. I'm not like saying definitely that they don't care. I'm just saying that it just feels that way. So even with like, well, my family's a little bit different. Like they do initiate conversation. I thank them for that, and they're awesome. Darn it, Master Sword ran out. Nonetheless, got all these weapons here. I'll recharge in no time. Dang, I gotta have bomb arrows. So yeah, the thing with my family though is that like it's hard for me to like find stuff that they're into. Because they have their own interests. Everybody does. And when they have their special occasions, other family comes over. Unfortunately, like I'm not like into the stuff that they're into most of the time, and I don't know what they're talking about, and so we kind of just don't connect dots. And we still care for each other, obviously, which is good. But again, like I feel alienated once again. But yeah. So because of that, like all those feelings, like I realized that no one anytime soon, especially the past few months. Like there are like just one or two people that initiate conversation with me, thankfully. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. But whatchamacallit? Because of that, like I've noticed that I've been a little too clingy to some of my friends, so maybe that's another problem. Maybe. So because of that, I've decided to like isolate myself a little bit more. Now, I use that term very loosely. What I mean is like I'm basically trying to not depend on them. Kind of just doing stuff on my own, my own path. Because as great as friends and family are, they can put your fingers on a piano, and they can try to tell you how to play the piano, and they can give you advice and help you when, hopefully when you need them, they do show up. But ultimately, they can't help you, or they can't make you play it. Which is not the same. There's a Royal Guard's shield in here. And there's also a notebook, so you guys can check this out. So we're going on. So yeah, like my connection to, well, not even a connection, but just the whole situation with feeling lonely, like it was hurting me. So what I decided to do was just, make myself more independent and enjoying stuff on my own. Not so much like I haven't been joining many of groups or anything. I kind of just keep to myself most of the time now, because I have given this some time. I've just lost patience with a lot of people. But anyways, I've been doing better now. I've been doing better in class and my homework, and my life with animation has been helping me for the most part. And especially you guys for watching. Thank you for paying attention to my work. It means a lot, like my Let's Plays. So you guys have been helping too. Thank you. What else? So this is where things start tying into the game. Like I want to make some connections here. So my situation is the game story itself. Hyrule being the world my friends, my family, and I live in. Things were fine at first, like we're just living our lives in this kingdom, and then all of a sudden, Calamity Ganon, aka problems, stressful things, heartaches, all that bad negative stuff. Calamity Ganon came and ruined it for us. And so where this ties in is in this metaphorical analogy. I'm Link, or everybody else is their own Link. Let's say Link the character, and what they have to do, or what I have to do, is I have to stop Calamity Ganon from destroying everything and taking everything away, and I have to do it on my own. Like, friends are great. In this case, the friends would be Link's champions and Zelda especially. They can try to help Link, but again, they're not able to help him all the time. He had to save them first in order for them to help him. But in my situation, it would be I have to do my things so that way I can have time to, I don't know. Basically, my situation is like I have to do my things and I can't rely on other people because they're not always going to be there. So yeah, I pretty much got through that. So that's why I haven't been showing my happiness to some people. It's not because they're bad or anything. It's just that I just feel like it's not acceptable by society. I'm gonna have to keep to myself. Otherwise, I'm afraid I might annoy people or I might weird people out. Like, you guys might have noticed that I stutter quite a bit throughout my videos, so I do have some speech impediments. But hey, this story of the king's pretty interesting. So maybe that's another reason why Link doesn't talk. By the way, like, from the reasons that I'm discussing, he doesn't want to like. Well, I think Link's reasoning for not talking in the games of Zelda are different, but just trying to draw other connections here. So yeah, thankfully this transformation of mine, it's helped me get through my, bad parts of having to feel lonely and stuff like that. Thankfully it's helped me get through that, in the sense that like I'm not too clingy to my friends, and again, like, I'm not trying to downplay them. Like, they're amazing people, but again, it just hurts feeling like they don't want to use that time that they have to spend with me. I'm not assuming anything. I'm not saying anything's definite. It just feels that way. How am I gonna get in there? I don't think I can. Oh well. Got your treasure. So yeah, like this transformation has helped me with my classes, and I'm repeating myself at this point. You guys already know. So I feel like ultimately the transformation that's happened to me, like, I'm a little bit more serious now. I'll show my happiness as much. I feel like it's helped me for the better. It helps me not get hurt as often as I used to be when I was more talkative. What else? So this parallels again with Zelda, with my obstacles and everything that I've been doing, because we did all the shrines, we did all the side quests, I got all the Korok seeds, all that good stuff. Right, let me get out of here and try to find a place with more enemies. So like, I feel like it's worked out for me. Maybe not the best way. Darn it, there's rain. I mean, it's more epic, but once again, it's rain. I'm not gonna put on my climbing gear this time because tunic. So yeah, like defeating monsters, defeating bokoblins, moblins, bosses. To me, those things, like in my situation, represent like the problems of my life. Like, I have to defeat them, I have to overcome them. Even though they beat me down, I have to get back up. And I know this is getting cheesy, but there's really no other way for me to express this. So take it as you will. Yeah, take that. One less problem down. So when I was younger, another thing is, like, I felt like there was more of a true happiness. Like, past few years, I felt like the happiness was just kind of, it was still in there, but it was never awakened. And recently, like because I've been improving and I've sacrificed my time playing video games and stuff like that, I feel like because of that, I'm getting closer. And that, like, I feel like I got my spark again. Which brings me to my next point, or my next connection. Link had to recover his memories, and for me, I also had to recover, you know, some of my things to do in life. Like I had to do my work, had to do my classes in college. You know, I had to do my chores and all that, and especially I had to pursue my major, which is animation. And ultimately I had to, you know, just sacrifice so much. And I had to remember, like, what made me happy when I was younger. And it was just mainly just doing what I loved. And now I know what I love. It's animation. I love cartoons and I love fantasy worlds, and that's why I loved video games, because they do provide those fantasy worlds, but I want to make my own world. I don't want to watch it all the time. So, yeah. So we've journeyed this far, guys. We've got all the shrines, all the Korok seeds. Done so much. I'm so proud. Let's see. Yeah, we already beat the... Oh, I know that was in there. Let's go back here. I don't think we've got all the dragon parts that were in this castle. Probably not, but it's alright. However, I do want to take you down. Turn it. There. Oh man, he's smart. By the way, like I should have mentioned this earlier, but this music is my favorite in the whole game. Like, hands down. So epic. Alright. Okay. Yeah, take that. Oh wow. I don't think so. Let's see what awaits us. Oh! Idiot. I'm dumb. Anyways, let's try that again. So yeah, like going back to the memories and of Link and them correlating to me trying to remember like what made me happy in my life. That void that I was mentioning, it feels like it's been filled up because Link's found his tunic and his classic costume, and me, I've been doing better at school like I was in elementary. And what else? Ultimately, like, I'm just starting to feel like my spark, my star power, if you want to call it, is coming back to me like it did a decade ago, and it just feels great. When God's memories back, he's getting back his essence of being the hero of time, or hero of winds, or hero of whatever. What else? So we've just been tackling our problems, beating these monsters, Link and I. And, yeah, we've been coming out on top. We just never give up, and face them head on. It's pointless to fear these things. They're always going to come back. Take it from me, I've suffered from anxiety. And the way to do it is just don't give into it and use your creative intellect. Instead of using your creative intellect to have these bad thoughts, use it to do it on things that you love. I wonder if my sword can reach there. No, it cannot. So yeah, never give in to fear. Like at least an appropriate fear, like anxiety, like stage fright or bad thoughts. It's irrational. The only thing you should really fear is like actual danger. Like, for example, like tigers or sharks or lions or I don't know, Justin Bieber or something. I don't know, I'm just messing around. But anyways. So now all Link and I have to do now is just move on with our lives and take down Calamity Ganon and make way for our futures. I think that's pretty much everything that I've been wanting to say. Let me see. I'm trying to think. What else? So yeah, I apologize if the same negative is just something I've been wanting to get off my chest, and I wanted to, explain a little bit about myself. I love thinking all the time, unintentionally, because of my ADHD. It makes me think all the time. Hello. Goodbye. Did he just... Who threw... Oh, someone threw a rock at me. I'll save. I'll save the arrow. Oh. Playing dirty, huh? Oh, darn it. There actually is a way to get in there. I think you have to blow up the wall. No. At least not that way. However... Oh, he went down. Dead. So yeah, I apologize if this was pretty negative. Try to get that off my chest. So don't get me wrong, friends are great to, spend time with in life. But I just want to let you know that they have stuff to do, and you have stuff to do in life, and you guys may not always be there for each other, but there is one important thing to gain from all of it, though. The memories that you've shared together, and that you've spent together. So those memories are what counts, and I'm going to incorporate my memories into my future games. Well, not games, but I'm going to incorporate my memories into my future animations. Not games. So I'm going to stay quiet because things are getting loud, so one sec. I'll be right back. I'm going to go to Ganon. So yeah, guys, I just want to say, like, I really appreciate you all watching. Like, I never would have thought that I would have got this kind of attention. Like, I really appreciate the subscribers and the views. Like, I don't really care about getting famous. I'm just glad that someone paid attention. Thanks. You know, I worked hard on my Let's Play videos, and I did it all for you guys. So I hope you like it. So with that, I think we're ready to go take down Ganon. Darn it, can't reach him. Alright, maybe if we go up here. I think we're stuck. Oh yeah, we're stuck. Oh no. Alright. Let's go around. Alright. Okay. So we'll just go the usual path over there. So really, I mean, thanks for watching. Alright. Okay. I've always loved how it gets red right here, by the way. Like, makes it 10 times more epic. So yeah, Calamity Ganon to me, like, it means like negativity and evil and all that stuff. I think the developers of this game really got the feeling perfectly. It's really amazing. Darn it, I hate this guy. Just get him around there. Oh no. There. Oh, that guy's attention. I also got your attention too. And okay. Alright. Okay. So alright guys, this is it. Everything that we've been fighting for. Sanctum. And there is Calamity Ganon. If you actually go on the ceiling at the rooftop, you can actually see, you know, him from above. So without further ado, let's put on another attack power booster because it's about to run out. Let's find him. Let's go.
Link. I'm sorry, but my power isn't strong enough. I can't hold it.
moment has finally come. Brace yourself, Ganon, for the sting of my revenge!
This will be our final opportunity. We will not fail.
Let's go, little guy. Now, open up wide, Ganon!
100 years in the making. Hold on, princess. Our moment has arrived.
Alright guys, let's kick his ass. So he's gonna start attacking you with like these kinds of hits, and you're gonna have to dodge in a certain way. Especially watch out for this kind of attack where he slams the ground, because that's actually catches a lot of people off guard. I'm gonna use the wind here to my advantage. Oh no. Once you damage him enough, he's gonna go into the second phase, and this is where you can't hurt him with your usual attacks. You have to counter him or parry, and he's gonna start firing these beams at you. So watch out. Take that. So when he's up here, you're gonna have to watch out for his spear, especially. So you can parry all of his attacks, so don't worry too much. All right, come on, bring it on. That should finish him. Oh, not yet. One more blow, and that'll be it. Take this.
Ganon. Ganon was born out of a dark past. He is a pure embodiment of the ancient evil that is reborn time and time again. He has given up on reincarnation and assumed his pure, enraged form. If set free upon our world, the destruction will be unlike anything ever seen before. I entrust you with the bow of light, a powerful weapon in the face of evil. Link, you may not yet be at a point where you have fully recovered your power, or all of your memories. But courage need not be remembered, for it is never forgotten.
Alright guys, so this is the second phase of the fight. Dark Beast Ganon. And Zelda gave us the Bow of Light. Princess Zelda gave you this bow and arrow for the battle with Dark Beast Ganon. When wielded by the hero, it fires arrows of pure light strong enough to pose a calamity. So let's see. Where is that bow? Here it is. So the cool thing about this bow is that it fires in a straight line just like our ancient bow here. So what Zelda's gonna do is help us defeat Ganon here. We just need to evade his attacks. He's not really much of a threat, honestly. He just kind of stands there. It's a little disappointing. You'd think since this was Master Mode, they would put like Guardians or something. I hope they do that, like, soon. Maybe. Let's see. So we're gonna wait for Zelda to show off some weak spots. And what you can do is get off your horse and shoot them like this. 1 second. Oh, we already got that one. You can even use ancient arrows. Darn it. Another way you can destroy those weak spots is with your Master Sword. Come on. Yeah, it's all good. As long as you have your Master Sword beams, you should be fine. But it's more recommended if you use your bow and arrows. I love this music. So epic. Yeah, keep your distance obviously, because he's going to be walking around and you don't want to get stuck between his toe or his foot. Happened to my horse a few times, right, trying to find him in the past. Alright. This time I'm going to use my ancient bow. There we go. Another thing you want to watch out is for trees that might be around here. Your horse can actually like get stuck on them and it can slow you down and kind of mess you up. So just be careful. Know where you're going. Look ahead. So it's starting to weaken here. Oh snap! Get out of there. So the next weak spot is under his stomach. Oh snap! Get out of there. That's close.
Link! Look up there!
Look up where? Oh man. Alright, so here's where things come to an end.
Do what you must, Link. Now, Link!
Let's finish this. Go down! Now!
keeping watch over you all this time. I've witnessed your struggles to return to us, as well as your trials in battle. I always thought, no, I always believed that you would find a way to defeat Ganon. I never lost faith in you over these many years. Thank you, Link. The hero of Hyrule. May I ask, do you really remember me?
There it is, guys. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Alright. So yeah, guys, that was it. That was Master Mode. I think it was pretty interesting for the most part. I feel like they could have added the Blight Ganons as part of the final boss, though. Just that way it could like wear you down more. And I was actually hoping to like fight those guys again. And I also think that they could have like amplified the Calamity Ganon fight, not the Calamity Ganon fight, but the Dark Beast Ganon fight with some Guardians chasing after you. That would have been pretty interesting. What should I call it? So that was pretty good. I love this game. It is probably my second favorite Zelda game, mainly for the exploration and just how amazing it is. Like, there's so much to do. I think in terms of like sandbox kind of game, this is what Twilight Princess should have been. That's another great game, by the way. Another good Zelda game. But I think Twilight Princess could have put a lot of stuff in their fields, just like Breath of the Wild did. Just that way you can, like, while you're exploring, you have some stuff to do. And the problem with Twilight Princess that I had was, well, there's so much, open space in Hyrule Field, and you can't really do much. There's no shrines, there's no like big boss enemies or anything but I digress. So this is like one of my favorite games, and oh man, I love the music especially. I know like a lot of it consists of ambience. Like I've said that in the past, but holy crap, I love the Hyrule Castle theme. That's probably like the most epic theme I've ever heard. Just having Link's classic theme in there. So yeah, we defeated Ganon. We saved Hyrule. We got all the Korok seeds, all the shrines, helped as much people as we could with the side quests. We got all the armor. 70 parts, 70 videos. Wow. I just can't believe that I just did it all, like, I had help, of course. Like, I looked at Beard Bear's videos, and his videos helped me a lot. He's awesome. He basically shows you, like, where some stuff is. I was able to find where all the bosses were for, some things. I was also able to find all the Korok seeds thanks to him. Because, man, some of those Korok seeds, like, the way that they're shown on other maps that people have made, it's just hard to, like, track them down. Like, I've already explained that multiple times. I love this game. One fault I do have with it, though, is that I think the characters could have been a little bit more explored. They're not bad. I like Sidon there. He just passed, but I wanted to know more about these characters. Like, they are interesting. I wanted to know more about Teba. He's like the descendant of the champion. Ravalia, I believe. And Mipha's were the champion. She's pretty. Like, her voice sounds nice and stuff, but I wanted to get to know about her more. I wanted to know more about Daruk and Verbose and all those characters. think the story, it was okay. I think it could have been a little bit more expansive, like, for example, maybe Ocarina of Time. Like I don't know. It's all just a little weird. I feel like the story is mostly an exploration and the quests that you have to do. Kind of like Majora's Mask, you know. That game is my favorite Zelda game. I love all the characters in that game. Like, you can name one character in there, and I will tell you that I will like that character. Especially, like, you can even say Tingle. Yeah, that's right. You know, I like Tingle. Because all those characters in that game were developed very well, and they knew how to develop them, interact with them, and all that. And there is some interaction with the characters in this game, but you know, it's not the same. Like, it just doesn't feel like they went all the way with it. It just felt like they were going for a more exposition kind of route, which, you know, it's understandable for like a video game. But I think they could have done it a little bit better. But still an amazing game. I didn't really like the climbing, to be honest, though. But man, I really loved exploring. You know, all the weapons to collect and stuff. I love the surviving aspect of it, like how the weapons break and you can't rely on just one weapon the whole adventure. Even the Master Sword, which I understand, that's when they nerfed it a little bit. You know, they wanted you to experiment with different stuff, and that's understandable. Amazing game. So, going back to my, like, personal message earlier, like, I kind of appreciate my friends, you know, like, and I'm not saying that I would never hang out with them or anything again, or I wouldn't talk to them. It's just, you know, I just felt bad for a while, and I just needed to pursue things my own way for a little while. You know, I appreciate you guys for watching. Like, it really means a lot. When I first started, like, I already got comments in my first part saying you deserve more subs, or your content's great, and I never thought I would get those kind of messages. Like I appreciate the compliments, but I don't think I'm that worthy, like, to be honest. Like, I stutter a lot, and I feel like that's not professional. And I might have been a little bit negative towards the end of this part, you know, trying to express my story. So I apologize for that, but it's just something I wanted to express and, you know, tell you guys about, like, in case if you were wondering, like, what was happening behind the curtains of like, whenever I would talk sometimes in my older videos. You know. But yeah, I'm just so glad that we've come this far, and we did it. We did it. So after this credit thing, there is one more scene, and then there's another scene after that. But that scene you can only get until you get all 13 memories, or I think it's all the memories in general, including when you meet the champions and when you meet the Great Acre Tree. You know, for getting the Master Sword. What else? And then, of course, the traditional 12 memories that Impa had you seek out. There it is. The legendary sword itself. The legendary blade of Evil's Bane. So yeah, guys, this is a great game. I think this is a good way to go out. I might come back in the future for the future DLC. We'll see. But if you want to see other Let's Plays I've done, check out my channel. I've done Wind Waker HD and Super Mario Maker. And yeah, if you want to enjoy that and my animations, I'll leave a link to that channel that I mentioned below. Well, just like Link here, I'm gonna depart and do my own things in life. So as usual, guys, take care, peace, and have a good night or day. See ya. Thank you once again. Really. I mean it.
We'll make our way to Zora's domain. Divine Beast Varuta. Looks like it's stopped working. Let's investigate the situation. Miva's father. I believe he would like to hear more about her. The least we can do is visit him and offer him some closure. Although Ganon is gone for now, there is still so much more for us to do, and so many painful memories that we must bear. I believe in my heart that if all of us work together, we can restore Hyrule to its former glory. Perhaps even beyond, but it all must start with us. Let's be off. I can no longer hear the voice inside the sword. I suppose it would make sense if my power had dwindled over the past 100 years. I'm surprised to admit it, but I can accept that.